So we all have those canvases hidden away somewhere that we are not sure if we like it or even if it is good for anyone to see. Yes, we all do have those. So what do we do with those? Do we just leave them there? Or can we rework them and try something new? So today I would like to show you a few examples of what we can do with an old canvas that we just have no idea what to do with it anymore. My name is Ingrid and welcome to my studio where even dreams believe. Okay, let's get started. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so here in my studio, I have got this old painting here that I have dug up, and I have never been really, I never really liked this painting to start off with. There was always something nagging, and then I would work on it and put it away, work on it, put it away. And that is how it ended up in the box with all the old canvases that I did not feel happy with. So today I thought, this being acrylic, I am going to mix my media and I'm going to take over with oil. So what I would like to do here is, what I have here is just an old box of my old oil pastels that I dug up, and I like to take the papers off because the warmth of your hand will activate the oil and it will be easier to manipulate. Okay, I have got two different types. I have got the Dala. In South Africa we have got the Dala brand, and then we also have got the Pentel, which is more popular, I presume. Okay, so now let's have a look at my painting here. The idea I had with this painting was to have the rolling hills in like a patchwork, and everything being in patchworks, the sky, the hills, maybe it's lavender or flowers or whatever, but it reminded me of a patchwork quilt. So I also had a big tree in the front, which I did not like, and at some stage I painted it away. I put in the new blocks of colors again to try and make my rolling hills, and then I decided just to wash it with white. So now everything is a little bit toned down, and I have got my houses here. Now let's see what we can do. I am going to start on this section here to see how I can liven up this section again. So now let's have a look and see which colors I have available here. Okay, I've got pinks. Okay, so let's see if we can start here with the pinks. Whoops. Hold on 1 second. We're not 100% stable. There we go. Okay, so I've given that a little bit more color. I'm going to need something to go under here to stabilize this foot. There we go. All right. I'm sorry if my camera work is not up to scratch, but this is what I have at the moment to work with. Okay, so I have got my pink there. Where else do I have pink? I have pink over here. And you can see that I'm just scratching it away, because the nice thing about this is the journey that you go on when you do something like this. it is so good for my mental health to relax and to do something creative like this. And sometimes we are just afraid to make a mess of something, and we shouldn't be. And you know what, if all else fails, you paint it white again and you start again from scratch. So it's no big deal. Just have fun. I think we have forgotten how to have fun. So here I'm going to just take out my little tubey here. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Let's do it the hard way. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is a fantastic color also. All right, so now this is more the purpley color. I'm going to add a little bit of purple over there. You can see now that it is actually making a lot of texture because of the canvas. It is covering, it's like sliding over and making its own texture. But we can work that away, and we can also work with it with a light oil wash once we're finished with drawing in. So yes, there are so many stages that can still follow onto this process. So even if we do not finish it today, which I doubt we will, we can always continue with it at a later stage. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, now let's have a look. What can I do here? I have got earbuds, okay, that you can play with. You can make little round designs in it, scrolls. Look at that amazing effect that we get here. Sorry, that noise is my cat scratching my chair to smithereens here. She has now decided she does not want to be in the studio, and that usually happens when I'm busy with a coaching session or with a student, or like when I'm trying to record something, she decides she's going to be the villain in the studio. What I've done here now is the circular motion has given it a little bit of texture. So it would look as if maybe it's a field of lavender and it's all patchy and it's not smooth and flat. Okay, so let's see a different effect. Let's do this one over here. I'm not sure if my camera is in focus here. Let me just see. We can always move it a little bit. Okay, so say for instance we are looking at this one here. Again, covering over it. I'm using it flat. I'm not using it as a pencil. I'm just using it flat. And this is so much fun. Okay, so now I'm going to use my finger to activate the oil. Look at that. Look at the fantastic color that's coming out of it. I like it. Okay, so you can play now with the pink ones here that we had. We can have the purple on our finger, and look, we can put in some shading with that purple that is stuck on our finger. I think that's a good idea. So let's put some purple there all around the little house. We'll pop the house out at a later stage. Let's just work in our background. This is a lot of fun and relaxing just to do that. Okay, so let's go to our next color. Let's see. How about, cool tip, if you are going to use your fingers, make sure before you jump to a color that is not in the same that you would like to rather wipe your fingers. Let me just find a rag quickly. Okay, I don't have one here. That's okay, I'll risk it. All right, let's see. Let's have a look. We have got a line here. Let's see if we can let's rather do this. Let's see if we can establish our lines again. I'm going to use this green just to show us this was the green here. Okay, so it's going here. There was another piece of green there. Have a look at that. Over there. Okay, so the next layer would be this one here. Not sure if you would be able to see it from where you are. So let's establish the layers again. Okay, so there's that layer. It's going in between the houses and then it ends up over here. Okay, we can continue here with a pinky color. Oops, I see that I'm frozen. Hold on 1 second. I will try again. Yes, so my technology is not 100% up to scratch yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, I've decided that I should try and get started because I always think that when we are not using our talents, then we are wasting. Okay, so let's see if I can get this up and running again for you. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yay, we're up and running. Okay. All right. So yes, if I look here now, here we can see the hill that's over there coming down, and there's the next hill here, and then we have got another hill running down here. So we've got the hills, and then from this side also coming in from there. So let's just establish our hills again quickly. I'm going to use my pink to do this one here, and let's see here quickly. This one here. And you can go over it. You don't have to be very precise because we are going to blend it in totally. So okay, we also had a layer coming in from this side. Let's see. Where did this one come from? I think it just came from behind here. A layer like that. Okay. All right. Now we've got our layers. We've got this one from this side. So let's just go and touch up the greens again with some of the oil pastel. We have got different color greens. So let's see here. The main thing that you have to remember is that there is never a painting that is so far gone that you cannot save it. It is always possible to save a painting, and you just have to rework it. Okay, and sometimes we do not have the confidence to put out a painting because we think, oh goodness, it's really not nice, or I really did not do a good job here. But this is how you learn. The main thing is that we have to keep at it, because the more we do, the better we become, and we prepare ourselves for the day when we are able to do a big, amazing painting, and then we will remember all the exercises we have done. So here we can just play with blending or any type of exercise, but we are learning as we go. So let's make that one more brighter. And of course this is not realism or anything here. This is very abstract and playful, and that is what I like about it. I would love to know where you are from and from which country you are watching, so please comment that below. All right, so now I am going to go and have a look at my orange. So I want to play here with two colors. So the top one here, here I've mixed the two colors, and you can see it's got a beautiful effect there. So we have got the darker orange on the outside, and inside it is a little bit paler. So let's work this with our fingers. Now, of course, something that you need to know is when you have had a painting that you worked with acrylics or water or any water-based products, the minute you change to oil, you can't really go back to watercolor or water-based. So now you have to stick with oil. Okay, so from here on now, we will be oiling everything. Okay. And of course, if you do have oil pastels that are very hard or they are old and brittle, you can use a little bit of linseed oil to reactivate, or just hold them in your hand because your body heat activates it also. Okay, so now let's see here. Okay, I'm busy with the orange. I nearly made a boo-boo there. Let's do this one here also. Bring in some more orange there. Okay, we don't have to blend it all the way through, but we can. Okay, where else do we have orange? Let's finish the oranges. Over here, let's make it lined so that it looks like maybe a field of flowers. There we go. And let's put one here also. So this background is quite flat because the idea I was going for was a patchwork quilt. So it is a little bit on the flat side, and that's fine. It all depends on what you are painting. Okay. Let's see, let's make another one over here. We had something happen here. Let's do that one here. Let's see. There we go. So the more you work with your pastels, you can see here how quick that one covered, because My hands are nice and warm now. Okay, I'm just cleaning my fingers on the sponge. Just get everything off here. All the baubles. There we go. All right, so now where do you want to go next? Let's see. Clean hands. Let's go to the green. Okay, so we started here with the green. I like the way that the colors here are blending. It gives it a little bit more dimension. Oopsie. I am pressing rather firmly on the canvas. That's why you see it wobble a little bit, but that is if you want to really get the wells moving and blending. You need to add a little bit more pressure. Okay, so now I've got the dark green on my finger, you see? Okay, so now this is the brighter green, and I'm just playing with it like this, so it gives us a different color. Okay, there was no real rhyme or reason when I was making the layers. I just put the colors down, so it was just to play. Sometimes it's also a good thing when you do not know how to start a painting or what to do, is to grab out one of your own old canvases. Sorry, that's the cat's bell. I'm sure you can hear that. It's the cat. So these old canvases can help you to get warmed up and to also get rid of that block. Sometimes we think, ugh, a canvas. I like a white canvas because it's an opportunity to create something. I'm not afraid to face a canvas because I have learned. I've been doing art for more than 40 years, so I have learned that, you know what, even if you make a mistake, start again. There's no harm done there. And all the layers that you build up underneath actually would be very nice. Okay, it does show in your painting that you have got different layers, and it gives it a little bit more interesting aspects. Okay, so let's see. I just love all these different greens. Okay, so now I was just wondering, when do you put time aside to create or be creative? Do you have a set time, or do you just create when you can? I like to create every day because it helps me to stay balanced and focused. I think it's a great thing to do. Okay. Okay. So now we've done some of the greens. Can you now see how this wave is forming here? It's shaping nicely. That one is shaping nicely. So let's see. We can now do this one over here. So let's have a look. I think in this video we'll work on this side over here, and then in the next video maybe we can work on that side there. Okay. Where did I put my purple? Here we go. Okay, so we have got, let me just see. Do I have another purple? Yes, I do. Oxide. Good. Okay. This is more like a blue. Let's have a look. And I like to mix the colors here also. Here I've actually used the purple and the dark blue. I thought it was the darker purple, but it wasn't. It was the wrong one, but it's fine. Look at the effect. It's creating a fantastic effect. So you don't have to just stick with the colors that we just see. You can mix your own colors. Okay, have a look at this. Nice. This is so much fun, and it is so messy. But yeah, you can see it's taking shape here. So I think we've got a blue here. Let's see if we can pick up this blue. And then we can work the pink over to draw that pink into the blue. Let's see. Oh, finger alert. Okay. For some reason, my iPad keeps going off. I'm not sure what the reason is, so please bear with me. Sorry about that. Let me just get it on here quickly again. If you have advice, you're more than welcome to share advice on how to actually film better, because my actual camera that I used broke, so I don't have that camera. So I have got now my laptop and my iPad that I'm using. So okay, let's see. Yes, okay, we are there again. So now here, this is the, look at these nice rich purples and blues that's mixed there. Now we've got the pink and the blue, and I'm going to bring it down into the blue. So I'm pulling it down, and now you can see the blue as I'm pulling it. We are losing the pink a little bit. We can add it now again. I think this type of painting will also be a lot of fun in watercolor, because with watercolors you can also play a lot with maybe a wet on wet. There we go. Bring that in a little bit there. Okay, and I think a little bit of the pale gray. Just to give it a little bit of more of highlights. You can use any colors. You can use complementary colors. Any color that you want to, you can use. Okay, so now here we can definitely see we've got the one, the second one, the third one, Okay, so let's have a look to see if we can do something with this brown over here, and then I think we will call it, and then we'll continue in the next video. Okay, so let's have a look. We have got like a chocolatey color brown, like a coffee color. So let me see. I think I want to make it a little bit darker to give it a little bit more effect. Oh, I like the way that this is working into the canvas. I wonder if you can see it, the detail. Let me grab my camera here. Let's see if I can move it so that you can see. Can you see the texture there on the brown? Wow, I like it. Okay, so let's put you back on your stand. There we go. Okay, so I am going to, before I just blend it like that, I'm going to add some, let's see, a little bit of the yellow ochre with it, just to give it a little bit of more richness and a little bit more warmth. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, there we go. So that is what I wanted to share with you in this video. It's just how you can use a plain ugly old canvas and how you can revive it again and maybe have more confidence, or just use it as a play canvas. So especially if we are learning, we can use it to practice or to warm up. All right, so thank you so much. I hope that you found it interesting, and I will see you in the studio soon. Bye. Happy painting.